How's it going, guys? This is Nick with Sacramento Airsoft Club.
And I'm Joe, and we just wanted to talk to everybody about the Milsim West event. This is an older video that we created about a year ago, I think.
2 years.
Was it 2 years?
2 years.
2 years ago. And this was the last Milsim event we went to at, it was called Kharkiv Pocket.
Yes.
And this was in Clovis, California. That's Hill 559, the airsoft area there, our airsoft field. And we just wanted to kind of do a voiceover and go over some of the things that we've learned and go over some of the things that we wish we knew before we went to this event to either save on money or just to
Have
help.
a better experience.
Yeah, I think it's just about the overall experience and try to make that better for anybody else who's thinking about going to one of these events. If you're like Nick and I, you might be looking through some videos or might have ran across a video of a Milsim West event and thought, wow, that looks really cool. Everybody is in matching uniforms, everybody's in a platoon or working together as a team. And you might be still thinking about if you want to do this because, you know, it looks like there's a lot of rules, or there might be things out there that are making you think twice, like it's a multiple day event or costs a lot of money. And I would just say to you that, you know, I really do recommend that you experience this, that you go ahead and, you know, take the leap there and try out one of these Milsim West events. It's an experience that you can't really get anywhere else. It's not like your typical local airsoft field or any of the regular games that you might be playing locally. These events are pretty structured for the experience. And it's not so much a competition of who's the best airsofter. It's more or less working as a team, working in
achieving a goal.
Yeah, achieving a goal. Working as a platoon, and it really is a simulation of a real life war event for the experience. And I think that it's definitely worth the amount of effort you might put into this, or the investment, the cost. It's an experience you just won't get anywhere else.
One thing that I can take away from this experience is the cold. It was really cold. There was a couple times where I had thought, man, is it worth even sticking it out? I did. I'm glad I did. However, I woke up in the morning and it was just ice as far as you can see. My boots were iced up because I've been sweating in them. Recommend taking extra pair of socks so you can change them out after you're done going on your hike or whatnot.
And actually change your socks. I think a lot of us brought socks but never changed it. It was too cold to change your socks even. And that was a huge mistake.
Yeah, I couldn't even untie my boots. It was that cold. My hands were shaking. I could not hold myself back from shivering, and I was just curled up in a fetal position, just super cold. I was not expecting that. The cold was very shocking.
Yeah, and that's not to scare you in any way. It's just that for some reason we just weren't prepared for it. I think maybe mentally we weren't prepared for it.
Yeah.
We had a lot of the equipment, we brought it, but it was just a surprise to us, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah. And
hopefully this is helpful for you, and so that, you know, maybe if you're not so surprised like we were, it'd be easier on you, because it was hard. Some people left, I think, because it was too cold, and they decided they couldn't do it. And
money wasn't worth it to them.
And really what it is when you're not doing anything, when you're not moving around,
you're getting colder.
It just gets so cold. So a lot of it is, I think it's just choices too.
Yeah.
We chose not to move around and we got really cold, and so maybe, you know, do a night watch or something, or go on a scout with somebody. But
yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty cold, and that's something to take away with that. And everybody says it in their videos. You watch a couple of these Milsim videos, everybody says it's cold.
Pack cold.
Yeah. Pack cold gear. But we don't really, we look past that because we're so concerned about other stuff like all of our NATO uniforms and things like
How
that.
cool we can look.
Yeah.
How cool to make our guns look.
That's right. Yeah, all the cosmetic stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
A real noob move right there.
yeah. So maybe focus more on the cold weather gear, be prepared for that, and who cares so much about the camo stuff?
Yeah.
I mean,
possibly the wet gear too, but the camo stuff is it's actually
important.
Yeah.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, it's a requirement.
But I mean, we do some silly stuff like, I'm gonna get this, fancy 45-degree Picatinny rail. So I can,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of that stuff is strange.
Yeah.
And it might be just better to focus on the cold gear. So good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Okay, so one thing that I learned about this experience is to pack light, or actually, I think I corrected that to pack smart. I wanted to bring everything, and all these Milsim videos, they tell you, pack light, pack smart, don't bring everything, but watch the videos, and I did it anyway. Yeah. I think a lot of us do. We're just like, I'm going to be prepared, I'm going to bring this, I'm going to bring that. And we bring so much stuff that we really don't need. I think I brought like multiple red dots and sights and just, I'd never even used them. I've had a lot of extra weight, and it was just, when I was done with the Milsim event, I was kind of like, well, that was not very smart.
Yeah.
I really could have saved myself if I just left that at home. And I know it's a hard thing to do, to not bring things, because you're sitting there thinking while you're packing, what if I don't bring this and I need it?
Always thinking it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. But not in this particular event. Yeah, definitely not.
In every one of those situations, after the fact, I was thinking, man, I should have packed more cold gear and less of this, optic stuff. This is really strange. Yeah. So I would say pack smart, because everything you pack adds weight, and what we don't realize until we get there and when we're in the event is that you're not just carrying your heavy pack, you're also carrying a very heavy vest with very heavy magazines and very heavy walkie-talkies and very heavy, you just name all your gear,
and your rifles
on top of it. And you're going up these very
they're pretty steep hills. I would consider
I know, but what was worse than the steep hills was the gradual incline hills. That's what killed me.
Yes.
Because it was unforgiving, it was unrelentless.
I think there was a point where I was essentially pushing Joe up the hill.
Yeah, that happened. So I would say pack smart.
Yeah, behind me.
So another thing I want to talk about with this video is the light restrictions for this game. You can't use a regular white light flashlight. They do allow like a red light flashlight, but even then you're limited to how much you can use it and what conditions. Where you can use it. You have to kind of conceal it the best that you can. So everything is very dark at nighttime, and a lot of these combat situations happen at night. You have the enemy players that come up and try to attack at night,
typically around dusk.
Yeah, so the very dark hours, they'll be attacking, and it'll be low visibility, and most of us can't afford night vision, and they do have night vision for rent there. Things like it was $200 at the time to rent these. It's $200 to rent. For this event, and that's at the time of this event.
It is video. It is first come first serve though, so you got to make sure you're getting the nods like months in advance, because the other team's already renting them out.
Soup them up typically.
Yeah,
and it's a totally different experience if you have night vision. They like to attack at night because they have it and you don't, and so it's very difficult to try to battle that when it's dark outside. So if you have night vision, whatever, that's fantastic. It'll be a much different experience for you. But if you don't, just be aware that it is difficult to fight in the dark. It is difficult to even move around in the dark. There are gopher holes everywhere. Don't twist an ankle. Be aware that you have to move slow in the dark. And that's part of the experience. And that's something that I would take away from this. My only Milsim event, the last one, that was huge for me. I learned that I want to go back with some type of night vision or some type of
IR,
some type of way to see in the dark, because it was a lot of the experience for me. I wanted to personally be able to see more in the dark and to engage more in the dark, and so that's what I learned. And that might just be a personal preference, but it's definitely something to consider if you're thinking the same way as well.
So in this video, I'm sure you guys see that we're just spraying a ton of ammo. Recommend not doing that. Make sure to conserve your ammo, because it's not infinite. You cannot bring your own ammo. They provide it, and you don't get it whenever you want it. You get it when they bring it to you. And that could be an hour out, it could be 4 hours out, it could be 8 hours out.
Yeah, not to mention that if you do get hit in the game and you're dead, the enemy can come up while you're dead and take your ammo if it's loose.
Yeah, so definitely do not carry ammo with you. Hide it if you need to. Hide it in a hole, stash it somewhere.
I think the rule was that if it's in your magazine, they can't take it.
Yes.
But if it's loose in your person, they can take that, and now you're short ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something to be aware of.
If you're looking for ways to conserve ammo, I'd recommend possibly get some smoke grenades. Use that as a distraction. That way you can move somewhere where someone who has more ammo can cover you.
Yeah, I thought this was a good talking point, because in our video here, you see us just shoot into the wind, and we are way too far out to even reach the enemy. And I don't know. It was a bad choice, because we're not effective with our ammo in this video. And had we have known this beforehand, and if we had the experience, I think what we would have done is probably one or two shots, that's not reaching, and then start making our way closer to the enemy until we're within range.
Yeah, that's what you don't see in this video, is how much we were struggling with ammo.
Yeah,
we were I think by the end of towards the end of the Milsim event, we recognized our mistake in just shooting at whatever we want.
So right here is a good clip that shows us actually learning from our mistakes and getting closer to our target before wasting all that ammunition.
Yeah, before taking those shots.
Exactly.
I think right here in my rifle, I think I only had like 2 mags left. I was using those little wind-up mags, so I had about 300 rounds in each one, so I was better off. However, that didn't go over well when after this we got into a big fight, and my ammo was gone, and I was sitting there with a pistol, and we got raided in the middle of the night. Definitely conserve your ammo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If you're like just a weekend warrior with airsoft-ing, and you have I don't know what job that you're not moving so much, I recommend getting out and doing some exercising, some walking, at least 2 to 3 weeks before this event, because you're gonna want to be in shape for this. It's not easy trekking through all these hills if you're out of shape, because me and Joe were both out of shape. Even though I was skinnier than I am now, I was still struggling because I didn't walk as much as I should have been. Definitely want to stay in shape before going to this event.
When you prepare for this Milsim West event, make sure you pack foods that make sense. There's not a lot of restroom opportunities out there in the field, and you will have to hike about a mile and a half just to use a porta potty at the parking location.
Yeah.
So
that mile and a half is going to feel like a 2 to 3 mile walk going up and over the hills.
yeah, so those freeze-dried packet foods are good because they back you up and they won't have to go all the time, or use a pack light for food or something simple, nothing complex. Don't be making enchiladas and tacos out there.
Yeah, that does go along with packing smart, because if you pack those freeze-dried foods, it's a lot lighter than if you're to pack, those gourmet meals that you may take camping with you or whatnot.
Yeah, and it adds a lot of weight too. Some of these pre-packed meals, they add weight, so you have to kind of be smart about what you're packing.
Yeah.
We hope this video has been helpful, and we hope that we see you there at the next Milsim West event. We're planning on going to the Kharkiv Hammer. That's what this one's called.
Oh, okay.
And we're getting geared up and getting excited about that, and we hope you make the decision to go to this one, and we'll see you there.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, like, subscribe if you can. We appreciate that stuff. And, let us know how your Milsim event went.
Where's the tourniquet? Buddy, help! What's it? Helmet.
Yeah. Ah! Buddy!
Get him.
You got me?
Yep.
My rifle.
They're not close enough, out of range. Get down! Where'd it
Guys, you're good to go. I got it.
Alright, you know the drill.
Yep.